I'm Kathleen Hazelton. In our top story, puzzling, that's one of the words that's being used to describe events that occurred today at the Dennis Scott 3D basketball camp. The camp was being held at Parkview High School in Sterling. The week-long program is designed to help children learn basketball skills from an NBA player. It's also designed to teach students about being good sports, leading a clean life, striving for goals, and being the best they can be. Dennis Scott, who grew up in Loudoun and now plays for the NBA's Orlando Magic, was talking with the children on this, the final day of the camp. During that talk, those attending became bewildered when Scott began discussing his own life. Scott told the kids he no longer wanted to be referred to as 3D and then blasted the media for criticizing him and for their accusations that he's using drugs, a charge he denies. He told the children not to ask him for his autograph, but rather to ask him about the rage that exists inside him. Scott then began playing rap music that contained explicit lyrics. Scott compared some of those lyrics to the songs of his own life. Scott then walked around the crowd of children rambling about his own life.
Talking about live my life where I want to. For all y'all out there in America, if you're scared, say you're scared, because I ain't scared. I'm doing it myself, because if I don't make it, I can't blame nobody but myself. So I'm putting on my own concert with his camp, and now I'm about to take my show on the road. If Barney can do it, why can't I do it?
Scott then left in his truck saying he was going to meet a friend, leaving a confused group of students and camp organizers behind. After he left, members of Loudoun Parks and Recreation, who co-sponsored the event, gathered the kids in the school's gym. At this point, we were asked to turn our cameras off and leave the premises. Parents of those attending the camp were called shortly afterwards and told to come pick up their children. One parent has told Channel 3 that she's been informed by Parks and Recreation officials that the camp had been canceled and they would soon be getting a letter and a refund. Attempts to reach officials from Parks and Rec were unsuccessful.
Ball camp in Virginia. But instead of giving the campers a pep talk about life and how to prepare yourself for the game of basketball, Scott went into a strange monologue about his own life.
So if I don't get what I think I deserve in my heart, I am going to literally retire from basketball and run this camp every day. I don't want to ask for autographs. So what I'm telling y'all is, if I get back in time, do not ask me for my autograph. Ask me to explain the rage that's inside of me. Don't call me 3D no more.
Previously on Ready to Die.
Yeah. This is wicked. Talking about live my life where I want to. For all y'all out there in America, if you're scared, say you're scared, because I ain't scared.
The Orlando Magic are now concerned about Scott's behavior. GM John Gabriel spoke on the incident today and says the team wants more information.
I was not there. I'm getting a lot of it secondhand. And I'm interested in more moving forward and at the time trying to find out what was wrong with my player. Is there anything that we can do here in a proactive role to find out either how we can help or get to the bottom of the situation?
There it is, Orlando Magic talking about helping out Dennis Scott.
The offensive, and boy has he been offensive. Scott pulled his sport utility vehicle up to what was supposed to be a youth basketball camp for children as young as 6 in Virginia on Friday with obscenity-packed lyrics blaring from the speakers. He then launched into this tirade, which you're about to see. Scott is going into the final year of his contract with the Orlando Magic.
So if I don't get what I think I deserve in my heart, I am going to literally retire from basketball and run this camp every day. There's too many camps in America where kids, or should I say, actually say, I'm going to be there from 9 to 5 every day. How are the newspapers going to tell me how to live my life? My father raised me, not the media. Talking about live my life where I want to. For all y'all out there in America, if you're scared, say you're scared, because I ain't scared.
The kids' camp was canceled and refunds were issued. Scott averaged 12.5 points per game for the Magic last season, hitting less than 40% from the floor.
Some discussion with Dennis about exactly what his motive was at the time, and those discussions will remain internal. I'm interested in more moving forward and at the time trying to find out what was wrong with my player. Is there anything that we can do here in a proactive role to find out either how we can help or get to the bottom of the situation?
Scott is due to make $3 million in the coming season. Orlando finished third in the Atlantic Division in 1996-97, 16 games behind first place Miami. Bill?